Hello. This lesson focuses on a couple of very important expressions. We use there is and there are for very special situations, common situations. They show existence. Look at this illustration. We use there plus be to show existence, present tense. There is a book on the desk. There are two books on the desk. And the question form, is there a book on the desk? Are there two books on the desk? Past tense, yesterday or last night. There was a pen on the table. There were two pens on the table last night. Was there a pen on the table? Or were there two pens on the table yesterday? Okay, listen to these sentences. Serge says, "I'm very hungry." Helen says, "There's some roast beef in the refrigerator." There is. Willie says, "I'm thirsty." Maya says, "There are two beers in the refrigerator." There are two beers in the refrigerator. Okay, now listen to this reading selection or passage. You will hear many there is and there are expressions. A supermarket visit. Mr. and Mrs. Amir were in an American supermarket yesterday. They were surprised at the variety of things in the store. Mr. Amir was happy about the large selection of meat. Mrs. Amir was excited about all of the grocery items. There were cans of fruit and vegetables. There were packages of cookies and crackers. There were bottles of syrups and drinks and jars of sauces and spices. There was a lot of frozen food. Almost everything was in a package or a jar. Okay, now I'm going to read that again, and I will ask you to repeat after me each sentence. So try to imitate my pronunciation and speed, and of course, practicing aloud is always an important aspect of these lessons. Here we go. A supermarket visit. Mr. and Mrs. Amir were in an American supermarket yesterday. They were surprised at the variety of things in the store. Mr. Amir was happy about the large selection of meat. Mrs. Amir was excited about all of the grocery items. There were cans of fruit and vegetables. There were packages of cookies and crackers. There were bottles of syrups and drinks and jars of sauces and spices. There was a lot of frozen food. Almost everything was in a package or a jar. Okay, that's great. Now, in this diagram, look at these questions and short answers. They are quite easy. Was Mr. Amir surprised? So, answer, yes, he was. Or negative, no, he was not. Or contraction, no, he wasn't. And another one. Were Mr. and Mrs. Amir in Tehran last year? Answer, yes, they were. Negative. In this case, no. No, they were not. Contracted. No, they weren't. Pretty easy. Let's practice this. You'll use there plus be in two sentences. Present and past tense. And of course, say the sentence aloud. Very important. So, you'll see and you'll hear a variety of meat in the store. You make the sentence, There is a variety of meat in the store. Not so hard. Then past tense. There was a variety of meat in the store yesterday or last week. Pretty easy, right? Okay, let's try it. A variety of meat. There is a variety of meat in the store. There was a variety of meat in the store yesterday. Packages of sugar. Yes, there are packages of sugar in the store. Past. There were packages of sugar in the store yesterday. Jars of sauce. There are jars of sauce in the store. There were jars of sauce in the store yesterday. Packages of crackers in the store. There are packages of crackers in the store. There were packages of crackers in the store last week. Jars of spices. There are jars of spices in the store. There were jars of spices in the store last night. Okay, and finally, a lot of frozen food in the store. Yes, there's a lot of frozen food in the store. There was a lot of frozen food in the store yesterday. Perfect. In this exercise, you sort of get a vacation. It's easy. You simply make short answers for each of the questions. And of course, refer to the reading passage, A Supermarket Visit. So you'll see, question, were Mr. and Mrs. Amir in a supermarket yesterday? And you'll write the short answer. Yes, they were. Just like a vacation. Now, put your program on pause, look at the study guide, continue the exercise, and I'll see you back here. Okay, let's review. You saw the question, were Mr. and Mrs. Amir in a supermarket yesterday? Your short answer, yes, they were. Because in the reading selection, they were. Okay. Were they surprised at the large variety of things? Yes, they were. Was Mr. Amir happy? Yes, he was. Was Mrs. Amir excited about the airplanes? No, she wasn't, or no, she was not. No airplanes in the story. Were there canned fruit and vegetables in the store? Yes, there were. Were there packages and bottles in the store? Yes, there were. Was Mrs. Amir sad? No, she wasn't. Not in the story. And was almost everything in a package or a jar? Yes, it was. Everything, yes, it was. That's great.